Got no more features, I might embarrass you.
Your team is breaking.
Yes, that's right. Sorcerer Battlegrounds is returning and in full force. And oh my god, if I could, I would be talking about everything. But not yet. But what I can generally talk about are the reworks, like the combat, and of course some characters getting move reworks, updated visuals, updated sounds, etc, etc. And Gojo Mastery. Though, what you're probably here for is the release date. So, let's get that out the way first. Hey, so Editing Z-Myth here, they actually gave us a real release date and said, watch out for next weekend. So, yeah. Not only that, I am working on a trailer that is mostly complete. Wanna know something funny? The trailer couldn't even fit most of the reworks and additions. That is how much there is. But now, let's get to the good part of the video, which you saw at the start. Here's the kicker, I can't actually talk about it.
Huh?
Okay, that might sound confusing. I can talk about it, but I can't share all the details of the how and exactly what they are. But I can generally talk about it. Plus, it's a lot more interesting for you guys to figure these things out, and I have seen some cool speculations. So, first things first, yes, those are reworked effects for Kashimo. Not only Kashimo, but a lot of other characters got reworked effects, sounds, and moves. And I promise I'm not repeating myself for nothing. There are so many characters in the game and each one of them got something. There are also minor additions that just make the characters themselves cool too. Anyways, the next thing showcased is not a move, it's the awakening for Kashimo. Yes, it is aimable and yes, it doesn't lock your camera. First of its kind for Sorcerer Battlegrounds. I do gotta say that Kashimo went through a bit of a development hell due to a higher developer not meeting expectations, but the way it has ended up is honestly insane. And keep in mind, I only showed you one move. Anyway, the other thing I showed here was a finisher to a Gojo Mastery move. So, let's talk about it. Yes, it is the move that Gojo pulled against Sukuna in the Shinjuku fight. As a bit of a surprise to me, and probably many others, you included, a lot of the moves for Gojo Mastery aren't just complete copy-paste from the manga. A lot of them are completely original. Same goes for Kashimo. But before we get to one of the coolest moves in the game, the other thing I showed you here, I actually don't wanna comment on. Is this a Gojo Mastery move? Is this perhaps a young Gojo move rework? Who knows? Give me your thoughts, I wanna hear them. Now, onto the last move I showed from Kashimo. Yes, this is an ultimate move and it's basically the flashiest one. And it's probably in my top 3 of one of my favorite moves in basically any Battlegrounds. But let's actually talk about the combat rework. Honestly, to me, it feels a lot smoother. The new moves work well together and there's actual tech that isn't just complete bug abuse. You'll have to figure these out on your own and I won't be showing anything. Only real complaint I have is balancing for certain characters with the new tech. But on that note, all the old infinite combo tech is basically gone. But I am sure people will push all of this to the limit and once again find out something incredibly stupid. Damn, stupid? In general, all of it feels nice. On that note, we had covered basically everything besides the thumbnail. Only small thing is that it's a kill emote. But don't worry, Gojo's Black Flash is still in the game as a move. Just not this, but something arguably way cooler, so stay tuned. Now, let's talk about some leaks posted by RH and see what you guys thought, and I'll say if something was close or not. First of all, this move. Yes, it is from Guilty Gear and yes, it is an admin only character. Though, if you guys like it enough, I might bully RH to actually add it in some way. No promises though, and I'll probably get told to fuck off. Next one is pretty obvious, it's the 1-inch killer punch. Pretty self-explanatory if you know where it's from. Now, the next one may sound and look a little familiar. Yes, it is Unlimited Flexworks, which was showcased previously as well. If you look closely at the end of the video, you can see a couple of leaks for other kill emotes too, but that's for you to figure out. As I talked about, Reworks. Sukuna has new M1s, effects, and a theme now. Yes, it is for Kashimo, but I won't say what it is or what else was shown in the clip. Again, I want to see you guys speculate about all of this. As shown previously in the intro, I won't go into too much detail as before, because this is for you to figure out before release. It's just as it looks like, the 0.2 second domain Gojo did in Shibuya with a rushdown. How to do it? I'm gonna keep a hush hush on that and I won't say. Though if you listen closely, you can hear a theme playing as well. Anyway, that concludes all the leaks I had to show. Keep in mind, I barely showed any actual moves or even a fraction of the kill emotes among all the other new additions. But for the end of the video and what is yet to come, I am hopeful. Me and Orange did have a talk about how all of this should be released. Should it be one by one with one update every week or all at once? In the end, they agreed that all at once is the best idea, despite my recommendations. But the only reason I even agreed is because Orange promised to start updating the game bi-weekly. I don't mean working on the game once in 2 weeks, but actually releasing something bi-weekly. Obviously, there are gonna be people saying that this took way too long to come out, which agreed. But it is a phenomenal update that most Battlegrounds barely even attempt nowadays. Arch could have pulled a rampage and just disappeared, but he is back. And no, I am not praising RH for doing the bare minimum of abandoning the game, but I am praising the dedication even after a drought and bringing something so massive to us. Anyways, with that, I will see you in the next one.